Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm bringing you another weekly recap. I think I'm going to end up uploading this on Monday, but that's alright. We got two main stories for the week. So first, we have two updates actually about the whole H&M monkey situation. I made a video explaining it in detail, but briefly to recap if you missed it, H&M had this ad for this hoodie on their website. As you can see, it says coolest monkey in the jungle, and they used a black kid to model this hoodie, and obviously people were not happy about this. They're saying that H&M is calling this little black kid a monkey, and people got very upset about this. But now the parents of the child have spoken up about this, which I was curious about originally, because you would figure that the parents had to see this fucking ad before it went up, right? And if they saw it and they saw no problem with it, you know, that's a whole nother discussion, right? Well, it seems that's exactly what happened. Who is Liam Mango? Parents of young black model who wore H&M monkey hoodie don't think image was racist. So the parents themselves don't find it racist, which I think really holds a lot of weight in this situation. If the fucking parents of the kid are not mad about it, maybe you should just relax a little bit. But it's 2018. People really like to get offended over other people's shit that it probably doesn't even matter to them, but they just like getting outraged over it. But I just think intent is a huge factor in determining things like racism, and I just don't think it was intentional, man. Like, could it be seen in a racist way? Sure, yes, it definitely can be. But did H&M come into this like, hell yeah, you know what? Find us a little black kid to put in this monkey hoodie. Alright, that would be hilarious. We gotta show the world what we truly think of these fucking monkeys. Like, no, that just seems pretty fucking unlikely. That's all I'm saying. But of course, there are always idiots in the world that just have to take things way too far, and some of these idiots have now started protesting in H&M stores. And I say protesting, but that's putting it in a pretty nice way, I would say. So why don't you just take a look at what I mean by protesting.
Is this allowed? Woo! Ninja style, ninja style. God damn! Oh, ninja! Yeah, ninja!
I'm surprised they weren't in there yelling fucking boonk gang, you know what I'm saying? Whole lot of gang shit going on in H&M apparently. They're basically doing the same thing that boonk does, except this time it's somehow a protest, so that makes it okay. It really doesn't make any sense. But this was in a store in South Africa, and I just don't understand how people can be so goddamn retarded, but let's get into it. Number one, you are not affecting H&M by doing this. You're affecting the people that work in that specific store. Those employees now have to go clean up the whole fucking store that you destroyed. Did you think the H&M CEO is gonna fly out to the fucking store and pick up all these clothes himself? No, he's not. He doesn't give a fuck. The only people affected here are the employees of the store. So you have to be real fucking stupid to do this. Although you have to also be real fucking stupid to record yourself committing a crime and post it on the internet. So that's really the type of people we're dealing with here. But number two, this does not help your cause whatsoever. I'm gonna say this. Okay, listen up, alright? Let me just preface it with this, okay? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it in a completely non-racist way. I mean this literally, okay? These people are protesting shirts that call them a monkey by going to the place that's selling these monkey shirts and acting like fucking monkeys, man. This is a literal statement. I'm saying that if I were to go to H&M and release a fucking group of chimpanzees into H&M, I'm pretty sure the chimpanzees would act just like this and fucking destroy everything in the store. So, going to the store and doing this is not helping you, man. This is not helping your protest, your cause, anything. This is hurting you. So maybe next time, before we get all excited and go up to the store and destroy everything, let's just stop and think about what we're doing and what are the consequences of it. It's ironic that I'm uploading this video on Martin Luther King Day because that's how you're supposed to protest right there. Martin Luther King Jr., he did it the correct way, and that's why Martin Luther King Jr. has his own goddamn fucking day. And, you know, he's like a fucking national hero, right? You're a fucking moron, and that's why you're in jail right now, because you recorded yourself protesting in H&M. So maybe let's just think about that. I don't know, you know, just some thoughts that I have on the situation. So anyways, let's move on. Final topic of the day. I'm most excited to talk about this one, man. It's some crazy shit. So I don't know if you guys saw this over the weekend. If you are on social media or you watch the news or anything, you should have probably at least heard about it a little bit. But basically, there was a nuclear threat in Hawaii, and obviously, people were freaking the fuck out over this. Like, just imagine you were just playing some Fortnite and your phone goes off and you look at it and it says there's a fucking ballistic missile warning. Just someone, you know, called in a fucking predator missile on your house. Just imagine that for a second. I would be freaking the fuck out too. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, what the fuck? What do I do? Although, I'm not sure I would get the alert because it's on the emergency alerts for your phone or whatever. I turn that shit off because I'd be getting like the random Amber alerts and that shit scares the fuck out of me. It'll be like 5 a.m. I'm sleeping, just randomly my phone's loud as shit with the Amber alert. I had to turn that shit off, bro. So shit, I may have not even got the fucking mess. I'd just be fucking dead in my house playing Fortnite. I'm last alive, 1v1. I just died to a fucking predator missile. But anyways, there was a emergency nuclear warning in Hawaii, and it turns out the whole thing was a false alarm. And the explanation that they have given for this is that an employee accidentally pushed the wrong button. So here's the thing. Without turning this into a political debate, I just want to talk about this from a common sense perspective. You're telling me that an employee can accidentally push a single button and this button just sends out a nuclear ballistic missile warning to an entire state, to all of Hawaii, all the fucking islands. Like, that's all that it takes, alright? You could just accidentally slip and, you know, hit this button with your fucking elbow one day. There you go. Ballistic warning to all of Hawaii. There's no confirmations. There's no protocol for this. Nothing. None of that. You just accidentally just hitting the wrong button, apparently. Listen, dude. Do you think I'm fucking stupid, okay? Let me just explain something to you. When I turn my PS4 off, it double checks with me. It asks me, are you sure you want to turn your console off? When I shut down my computer, it double checks with me. It asks me, are you sure you want to shut down your computer? When I close my goddamn internet browser, if I have multiple tabs open, it says, are you sure you want to close all tabs? And I have to click yes, I am sure. But when I want to send out a ballistic warning of nuclear war to the fucking entire state of Hawaii, there's no are you sure? I don't fucking think so. This is not adding up. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm not trying to start no conspiracy theory or none of that. I'm just saying, I feel like that's a pretty serious thing to have. And I just don't think that an employee could do that on accident. So I think one of two things happened here. Number one, this employee was trolling. That's certainly a possible explanation for all of this. Maybe he was just like, you know what? Let me just troll all of Hawaii. You know, I'm going to give him a fake nuclear warning. Haha, that's funny. Whatever. Okay, I will accept that as an explanation. Or, number two, the other explanation, which I think this is a little bit more likely, I think it was done on purpose. Now, what the reasoning for that is, I don't know. I'm not getting into that. That's the political aspect of it. But I'm just saying, it was not done on accident. That's all I'm saying. There has to be a stronger protocol there than just accidentally pushing a button and then it's just sending out a fucking warning everywhere. That just doesn't make any sense. So that's all I'm saying, man, alright? Just don't believe everything you hear, alright? That's all I'm saying, stay woke out here, alright? That's all I gotta say. So, anyways, thank you guys all for watching. As always, if you would like to link me any stories or anything to use, link it to me on Twitter. If I like it, I'll use it in a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.